right, now, on to more important things. Where would you gentlemen like to start? We're either doing T.I. versus 50, Atlanta versus New York,
We can start there.
No, Rory wanted to start with Drake, and you're OVO, so that makes sense.
Okay, we can start there too.
We have a verse that was unreleased from Pop Smoke's album of a song with Pop Smoke featuring Pusha T, Gunna, and Young Thug, a.k.a. Thugger. This song was not on the album,
Deluxe,
and it's leaked like those songs normally leak.
Purposely leak.
So let's play it. Let's play it if we have it. You have it, Rory? Don't diss me over a harp. Word to Mellow La La.
I don't really like how Push tried to make LaGuardia Airport sound sexy.
It's the worst airport in the country.
I love LaGuardia.
That's not true, though.
It's a strip mall with planes.
That's not true. They fixed it.
Yeah.
It's still the
It's
worst
the-
airport in the country.
Is it done being fixed?
No, it's not.
It's getting closer, but
It's still
I love
the worst.
LaGuardia, but it's because it's 10 minutes away.
No, it's kind of beautiful now.
It's still the worst.
Nah,
Airport.
It's got like
I don't
one
think
you get
runway.
in and out of that motherfucker quick as
I
hell.
don't think so.
I'm telling you. It's like a known thing. LaGuardia is...
No, it used to be the worst, but I'm
it
saying
still
it can't.
is. It's not done. That shit ain't done.
They did B, and B is big. Are we on some New York shit right now?
Yeah.
No, man. Man, I ain't flying nowhere. Fuck.
Much more pressing than this tiff between these two artists. All right, man. Come on, Maul. Tell us why you
Come on, Maul. Tell
block
us
this verse.
Rick Ross would win.
why you blocked this verse on the album.
And why'd you block a few of our fans?
Oh,
They
I blocked
told
them.
they tweeted me.
I blocked them every day.
They tweeted me with pictures that you blocked them.
Yeah, that happens all the time.
Why
I
you
love
Pictures.
blocking my fans.
My block hours are from like 3 to like 9 p.m.
Okay.
It's going to blocking spree. But listen, man, first of all, I mean, the verse is, I don't think it's anything to really be up in a roar about. Like, I get it, a couple shots were thrown, obviously, cool. I'm kind of confused because I didn't think that this was still a thing. I didn't think that Push would still have this type of energy.
Comes up firing.
I didn't
Here's the
think he
throw
would,
to the plate, and he is
I'm
safe
playing safe.
at
I'm
the
being honest.
plate.
I
We
didn't
will
really
have
think
a
he
challenge.
would be speaking about any of this.
I know, but you know that rappers get in their rapper bag when mentioned by another rapper. So when you say you didn't know that this was still a thing, I mean, it don't have to be a thing. If one nigga gonna continue to address it for the next however many years, then
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying.
you think that's corny.
Yeah, people don't care about this no more.
Nah,
I don't
people
think
do.
no-
But does that matter?
It should. Absolutely, to an artist, it should matter. What the people care about.
See, I have the opposite.
Because now you just put
position
shit
on
out there that nobody cares about. Like we don't care about that.
I may be the wrong person to speak to this, but I have a total opposite opinion on that.
What is your opinion on it?
I was very aware that nobody gave a fuck about Joe Budden swinging at Drake.
Mm-hmm.
I knew that. Like,
Okay.
when niggas was telling me that, yo, you fucking swinging at the air, you swinging at ghosts, I knew that was the perception.
Mm-hmm.
But that didn't matter to me. That didn't affect, like, the actual reason to an MC that he is doing that.
But
That's
what's
what I'm saying.
Okay, so as an artist, I think you do have creative to create freedom. You have creative freedom. But my thing is, what's the point of putting this verse on Pop Smoke's album? That's my thinking.
Do you think Drake has been sending
I don't like
sneak
that.
disses in
even
his
if
music?
even if he has, it would probably be his record.
No way. I think Drake invented this.
Nah, Hove kind of did.
Well,
No.
Hove did it on his records.
No.
Hove didn't jump on somebody else's record.
Okay, that's what you're
to
saying.
diss
I'm
you.
sorry. All right.
Drake
I thought you
invented.
meant the
I'm
super
dissing
sneak.
Common on Stay Scheming, a Ross record. I'm dissing Joe on a French record. I'm dissing Kendrick on a Khaled record. I'm dissing Sean, like whoever he dissed.
But even
it
in
was a
that-
feature.
Well,
I'm
no,
dis-
that Life is Good joint was, I guess it was his. And
You naming,
Future's.
yeah.
It was on his tape, I think, though. Was it on the last joint?
I don't know.
Whatever.
I can't speak to what he did with Future.
Either
but even
way-
that, if I'm going to diss a nigga with Future, I'm dissing you with Future. Drake disses you when audience is added. He already knows he's the audience. But if you're going to add more audience, yeah. Nigga, fuck him.
Yeah, but see, the other thing to me is this takes away from like the record now to me, because now it's just about this.
I saw people talking about that.
Or does it add?
Yeah.
Or does it add?
Yeah, but what are you trying to
disagree.
add though? What is it? That's my thing. I just don't understand why this is still a thing. You know what I mean? It's kind of like, yo, all right, you had that moment. Whoever jumped in and pieced it and was like called it off. That happened. All right, it's over.
But let's try to talk past that. I get that that's your personal understanding of it. It's like, I don't understand. I came in here a month ago and said, I don't understand why 50 and Jai is still a thing. But we do if we look at it from that angle. Mm-hmm. And for me, it's one of those. Push is a nigga that I envision like 50 to be like, if we are enemies, we're always enemies for life.
Piece it up. Yeah.
For life.
Yeah.
Like 5 years from now, I could jump out and diss you. And so what if niggas don't care? You know what time it is. From Push's position, and I'm going to try to properly articulate both positions. Mm-hmm. From Push's position, you have done wild shit behind the scenes that I don't rock with. Mm-hmm. Push said that. He said that every chance he's gotten on our podcast, in his Insta Snap. Mm-hmm. He's saying, I don't rock with none of that shit, but it's cool. Heavy on the but it's cool. Mm-hmm. Like, he's saying that. I'm not mad at Drake because I understand the power game of I have the leverage. Nah, I'm going to make a call to dead that. Stop. What are you doing?
I don't like that shit, though.
But I get it.
Yeah, I get it, but...
In war, you use all of your tentacles.
Would you ever do that?
I've never been in that position of power.
But here's what I don't...
That's how Hove beefs. That's how Nicki's beefed. That's how
the powerful people beef.
Yeah,
what
but...
did Hove squash?
Hove,
as far as, like,
Hove has
silencing
definitely
the verse.
stopped things from coming out. For sure.
All right, but here's my thing.
I.e., one of the best rappers in the world is doing a podcast now.
But my thing is this though.
Listen, I said the same thing
50's done it too.
real quick. They all do it. Like Nicki, anybody that's of that tier has done it. Listen, when Academics got suspended from Complex, I didn't look at John Legend and say, it's whack. I looked and said, it's the game. He's playing the game.
Even though everyone does it, I'm more leaning on the side part.
You don't like
I think
it.
it's kind of like, why are you doing that? Like,
because
what was wrong with this verse coming?
Because war is war.
But
too many
Joe,
times in hip hop, we try to
war,
implement our rules in war. Not war like we want to. Actually, let me take that back. Yes, war. Without divulging some of the things that have happened behind the scenes that the public doesn't know about.
Okay.
Yes, it's war. You have made moves that has put me and my team in physical harm.
Mm-hmm. It's true.
This is past records. Mm-hmm. Not only have you stopped my money on certain shit, you deaded deals, tarnished my rep, but you've done things behind the scenes that say, listen, I'm not mad at it, because if I am the most powerful dude in the world, I probably make a call to stop some shit too. But maybe I don't. I
just think you give
I
that
explained
shit.
that. Listen, somebody asked me how I felt about Duke with the T-shirts he's pressing up. And I'm like, good for him. It's tough to get a buck today. So if that's how you have to sell a shirt, I'm not angry with you at all. A friend of mine or a family member was telling me that their car got broken into and they was a little distraught about it. And I said, well, thank God that someone less fortunate got what they needed and everyone was safe. Like, that's how I look at it. So maybe I wouldn't do that. But when it happens, I understand it because it's happened to me 1,000,000 times. And what else should you do if you're faced with, I'm not talking about their lyrical caliber. I don't know. That's up for opinion. But if you're faced with a nigga that swings the bat as hard as you, at least, and there's a group of people that feel like they swing the bat as hard as you or harder, and you can suppress some of that. When you're in a position of power, that is the exact definition of...
Yeah, but I think a lot of that too, though, when you do shit like that, I think you give power to this verse. Like, by getting it shut down or getting the record, like, shut down. Like, I think you giving it power by doing that. I think if you just let this come out and you just like, no, I'm not paying that shit no mind, people don't really talk about this shit. It's kind of like it'll just blow over. Correct. And then years later, we go back and go, oh, he was going at He was sending shots on that rate. Like, you wouldn't even pay this any mind.
I think to the people that are in the position of power, when you enact that strategy, you get the best of both worlds. Because I can dead your shit behind the scenes, and to the public, I haven't paid you any mind at all.
Yeah, but that's corny though. Because if I'm a rapper, like I say I'm a rapper, and the rapper's coming at me, then we just gonna go back and forth. I'm not gonna get your shit shut down.
Listen, I don't want to.
I want to show people I'm better than you.
I don't want to get
stance.
into the politics of it all. I don't. Me, Joe, the old retired MC, understands beating a dead horse. I do. And
we've seen in your career.
I can't be against that. I can't be against it. When Drake did it, I wasn't against it. I was for it. Like when these niggas do it, I be for it. When the Patriots run the score up, when the Chiefs do it, I'm with running the score up on a nigga that thought he was as ill as you.
Or, okay, you think you can rap with me? Okay, then let's rap. You don't like getting the record shut down is kind of like that shit. That's just corny on my perspective. I think that's corny. Like if we rapping, let's rap.
But
like
we not rapping. I'm not rapping. I'm Drake. I didn't reply to you.
So then just don't reply to it.
I stopped because I thought it was getting more serious. So I've tried to play
and that's fair.
the mature role.
But then don't shut nothing down.
Don't say that.
Don't shut nothing down.
What? He didn't stop.
He did stop.
He put out the whole A side is subs at Push and Kanye of Scorpion. Threw shots and mad other records after that.
And interviews.
Like, yeah.
I
things have not
I disagree.
stopped. That's why I don't think this is beating a dead horse, because this beef never actually ended. The direct shots happened with 2 freestyles, and Jay Prince came in and said, yo, I'm dead in this.
Okay, so then rap.
So it didn't ever end.
So then rap. Don't get no record shut down. Rap. Drake.
Mo, shut up.
Why? Getting a record shut down is corny, bro. That's like not getting picked to play and you take your ball because it's your basketball. You leave the park.
I'll be honest with y'all. I
type of shit is
thought
that?
Maul would come in here with a total opposite take than that.
Nah, Maul, I'm real. Like I fuck with Drake. You know what I'm saying? Good nigga, cool nigga. That's my nigga. But it's real. Don't get no record shut. Rap. Yeah. If we rapping, let's rap.
But
nigga.
we not. No. But
because you can shut a nigga down more just rapping. Now rapping a nigga, that shuts a nigga down.
But I'm not rapping. You rapping.
Okay.
It's very similar to Drake.
Okay, so I'll show you that I rap better than you.
But it's
and I have a bigger audience.
But it's very similar to Drake and me. I am positive that Drake had more valuable things to do with his time than show his audience and introduce his audience to me that, hey, I can rap with this kid or out-rap him. Like, it's less stress off your back to say, man, fuck him, you irrelevant, you done.
But you're making it relevant when you get the record shut down, Joe.
But we only know that because Push told us.
Still,
Drake audience
what
don't
you think? Push
care.
ain't gonna tell us that you got the record shut down?
I think whoever told. No, Push told us to. But Drake audience don't care what Push is telling us. I'm talking about Drake from his standpoint, from his position. How does he protect what his audience thinks? And for them, Drake ain't paying Pusha no mind. It's the same way he got out of saying something to me, nigga. Who Joe? Who?
Yeah, but
we not paying Joe no mind.
Okay, so but at the same time, Joe. If you're Drake,
and it worked.
Yeah, but if you're Drake, you can't.
Because I was not playing.
Yeah, but still, but at some point,
hey, I listened to Wake today, like in amazement of what that was.
Yeah, but at some point, if he decided to really respond,
I don't rap like that normally.
But if he decided to really respond,
your Shazam bar today? Huh? What about your Shazam bar today?
Come on, Roy, it's coming.
No, but if he decided to respond and make a hit record.
Y'all know who it
goes
is.
Actually,
I'm glad you said that because I forgot to even introduce myself, man. Tupac Shakur, man. Come on, man. I give him to him twice a week.
You got ghostwriters because I saw that on Twitter.
No. I told him I'm stealing it from him. I told him I was stealing that. I told him. I don't just take it.
But
that was hard. And it's me.
So you got ghostwriters. Ghost potters.
That's hip hop today.
Even playing field.
Hey, that's hip hop today.
He just helped with the hook.
Mo, if a nigga want to beat a dead horse in beef and rap beef, I'm not gonna be mad at it.
Who's the dead horse?
Drake.
The beef, I think, would be the dead horse.
No, he's not.
Well, in the beef, he's addressed this and he's finished with it.
But my thing is, if
that's what I mean,
I don't know why y'all think that.
What,
in all the actual new music, not the leaks that he put out that he had stashed just for the COVID shit. Every new record he's put out, there has been a shot at Push.
I can tell you
new
why.
records.
I can tell you why I think that.
I don't personalize a lot of rappers. Let me reply. It can be for anybody.
Let me reply to Rory real quick. I think that Rory, because much as I say, like with the verses shit, in verses, some of these niggas are pitching to be positioned with some of the other people.
Sure.
It's the same in beef. So I don't think that Drake will ever properly address Push.
No.
Because of
I don't
where
either, but
it pits him in rapper beef land.
Not
now,
only that, Drake has everything to lose in that. Because
Well, now-
if he win, he's supposed to win.
that's just
and if
a-
he lose, he wasn't supposed to lose.
now what
That's
Drake,
just a life lesson, period. If you're gonna beef with somebody, you have to know that now your name is in the same sentence as them.
which is why Drake,
If you want to be in the same sentence as that person, decide if you want to be.
but
with
which
them or
is
not.
why Drake kept addressing Kanye to keep this in the proper class. I don't have the time to continue to reply to Pusha T. If you sold 30,000 more records by mentioning my name, I will take that sacrifice. Drake has said it. I'm going to address Kanye, the person at the root of my issue and the person that it looks correct with me addressing him. It's the proper class.
I get it.
Much like T.I. with this 50 shit, we'll talk about it later. That's why I love this versus shit. It tells me who wants to be pit where. Though I feel like T.I. has had a longer, more illustrious career if spread out than 50, it tells me, what does that matter? 50 is 50. And what he did in whatever that time, niggas like T.I. feel like, I want to take him out. I want to be pit in the conversation that person is in.
Okay.
Hey,
All right,
I hear y'all talking to me about Gucci, Jeezy, and Ross. No. My catalog is greater than 50. There's messaging in that. I think there's messaging in the beefs.
True.
There's messaging in the business, the collabs. There's messaging in all this shit.
Of course, and
Definitely.
I agree. But from Push's point of view,
I'm
if we
gonna
look-
beat your ass every time I get a chance to feature on a record.
If we look at the timeline after the Duppy shit came out and the story of OJ, whatever the real name of the record was, Drake went on the shop, talked about it. Push didn't come to us until he saw the shop. It wasn't something he was talking about. Drake continued to throw subs in new music. So what's wrong with Push getting on a record and continuing shots when someone is doing the same thing?
well,
I don't see the issue in it at all.
The only issue I have with it is much like Push said and Maul said, we're taking away from this posthumous release of Pop Smoke.
Yeah.
That's my only
yeah, if this was
issue.
if this was
all
Push's
right.
record, then get your shit off. I don't. You know what I mean?
I
Listen,
don't-
I'm
we
all-
here to celebrate life.
Yeah,
I
first
agree,
and
but
foremost.
I
That's Joe's take, but Push is more of an assassin than Joe is. Like Push will talk about your illnesses.
And we also don't know Push in Pop Smoke's relationship. Like he was signed to Push.
They signed him. So I'd like to
Can I
think they
take
have
this
the
time to
relationship-
tell y'all that I was right about Pop Smoke and King Combs?
It's in my notes to apologize. I was gonna get to that. But I see people saying that this was disrespectful. Why would you do this on Pop Smoke's album? You're taking away from shit. What? Pop Smoke loved hip hop. This is hip hop. You're drawing attention to his album.
And
Wait, what's wrong?
and he
It's not.
clearly
I don't
loved
think
it.
it's
And-
disrespectful.
And Pop is slated to have the number one album on Billboard.
I don't think
this week.
there's anything
Round of
wrong with
applause.
Push doing this. Yeah, that's amazing.
Yeah, word.
I don't think there's anything wrong with Push doing this on a Pop Smoke album.
Me neither, but I'm
I
a
don't.
killer like him.
I just have.
I just
different views,
understand
man.
that if I'm a play devil's advocate, I get why somebody else would say, hey, bad time. But listen, let's get to Young Thug.